Hey, we've all seen this goofy ass dude right here, right? The dude in the black shirt or whatever. Um, I always thought it was Josie Altador, but I don't think it is. I swear to God, I thought it was Josie Altador. It could be him. I don't know, but I don't think that's him. But anyways, so this shit is so funny to me because I was literally just thinking about how dumb this dude's interviews are because I think like now I think like more than half of them are fake. I think that there was a time when he would go out and he would actually get genuine reactions from people, but I think now people know him to some extent. A lot of the people who he gets, unless he's talking like older people, because older people don't know who he is. I think you can get a genuine reaction out of older people, but if you peep, he doesn't really talk to older people that often. And I think that there's a reason why, because the questions he asks to older people, they like, especially like older married people, even just older people in general, it like they answer them more normal. It's like they give like normal reactions. They don't give these like millennial Gen Z, soundbitey reactions. You know what I'm saying? So it's really easy to well, it's I think it's harder for him to find people who just give him like the soundbite clips that he wants. I think he would have to interview a bunch of people to get sound bites. That's the thing. Asking the questions he's asking, believe it or not. And so I think he ended up at some point in time kind of like switching to a formula where he found people that would play along. You know what I'm saying? And in the last like handful of videos that I've seen from him, I'm like, these people know who he is. It always seems like they go off script or like a script, happens or not go off script. They're reading from a script, I should say. Anyways, this kind of struck me as that a little bit, but it also is just so fucking funny that I was like, nah, we got to talk about this. This is hilarious.
Are you single?
Yeah, I am.
What's it like dating women in New York?
It's great, man. The women in New York are there's a large variety. There's people from all over the world, super ambitious. If you're looking for like a high quality woman, this is the place to find them.
So would you say it's easier to date women in a big city like New York, or do people have a better shot in the smaller cities?
No, I think this is the place to do it because you got a lot of ambitious women that are super successful, that are career oriented, smart, beautiful. And I mean, you got a variety of women from all over the world.
But when you meet a woman who is career oriented and super successful, does that make it easier for you to date her?
Yeah, I think so.
How come?
She's obviously prioritizes her own success. So she obviously thinks intelligently about her future. So I think she would include you in that thought process.
I don't know his name, but the Desirable Truth interviewer guy, when he poses these questions, normally the ones that he gives us, ones that he shows us when the people react, the men play right into it because and there probably are a lot of men. Like I said, if you ask like a lot of like younger millennial, younger millennial, Gen Zer, I think a lot of them perpetually live online and they don't really have access to women at all. So they end up just saying goofy stuff, right? About women. This dude, he's a little older. He looks like he's in his 30s, right? Mid 30s, 33, 34, 35. You know what I mean? Like he just it seems like common sense. He doesn't seem like he has a problem getting women. He's fit, you know what I'm saying? He's intelligent. Doesn't seem like he has a problem getting women, right? So his experiences with women are different, I think, and he just wants to be more honest. He doesn't care about breaking guy code or whatever and painting women out to be terrible, weird human beings. He's just like, no, I'm gonna give you my honest assessment. The beautiful, the Desirable Truth dude is like trying to like box him into a corner, and he's just trying to get that sound bite. So he keeps refining his questions. The dude already answered the question pretty much. Like, no, I think the women in New York are awesome. I think they're beautiful. I think they're smart. They're intelligent. They're goal orientated. And they are intentional. Which made it, if you listen to what he said, it was such a great way of framing that. He basically like, so the Desirable Truth guy is trying to make this argument that women who are ambitious or women who have their shit together or have dreams outside of just being married to some man and being a fucking white slave, that they are not good partners because they won't prioritize their partners or make their partners a priority in their life. And the blue shirt guy says, the interviewee, he says no, on the contrary, I feel like they are more intentional. Like the my proof of that is how driven they are, is how focused they are on their careers, would make me think that they would also give that detail to their relationship, which makes sense. If you know what I'm saying? Like that's a really solid argument. Like, why would she be intentional about everything but that? You dig what I'm saying? So I was like, oh yeah, that's a genius way to frame that answer. I love that answer. That's a perfect answer. Desirable Truth guy refines his question because he's trying to get him, obviously, to say, no, it's hard to date these women because they're too ambitious and they're boss babes and they don't want a man like me and you know, whatever. And this dude's like, no, I mean, I get women, so I don't know what y'all talking about. It's hard to tell this man about these women because he has access to women. That has a lot to do with it.
But do you think that those women are okay dating men below them in their tax bracket, or do they want the guy who is at least making the same amount of money or more?
Do you really talk like that all the time, or is that like a voice for the interview? There's no fucking way.
It's however you make it.
No, dude. There's no way when you're talking to your homie behind the camera, that's your voice. Wait, are you gonna break character? Wait, what was the question again?
Do you think
say it in your real voice, not in the
that is my real voice.
No, there's no way that's your real voice. That's like a Bane character for Batman or some shit. Come on, bro. Say it in your real voice and I'll answer the question.
Do you think?
Come on. No.
Do you think?
Yo, you guys are fucking with me. Shit.
Do you think?
I'm sorry, man. It's cool.
Do you think that high value woman?
Real quick, I'll follow you, my nigga. Come on, bro.
Thank
You're
you.
a real nigga, bro. Come on.
Do you think that top earning women are interested in dating men who are making less than them here?
Yeah. I mean, I think money shouldn't matter if you connect with somebody.
Ooh, that was shit. Damn, that was funny. Damn, that was wild as fuck. Cook that boy. And then at the end, he came right back and answered it again. Like, yeah, I don't think money should matter in the end if you have a connection. Like, yeah, women definitely would prefer a man that makes the same amount of money as them. But women also build men up all the time. I know women have started whole businesses for their men, turned into multi-million-dollar businesses on the backs of the woman. Built that man up. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos' wife. Go look at their story. Look at what all the shit she did for Amazon. And then she stepped away to help with the kids. But by that time, it was there. She laid the foundation. Money, time, blood, sweat, tears, all of that. There's too many examples of women building men up for a man to come out here and ask, oh, do you think a woman would take a chance on a man that makes less money than her? Every day they do it, bro. Every day they do it. That's just the reality. Like, but men are deathly afraid to be with women who make more money than them or make as much money as them, right? Well, I won't say make as much because, like, again, people make around the same amount of money, but men are intimidated by women. Men are intimidated by women who are confident and who are well established financially. Men are very turned off by those women. Now, I realized something about myself as I got older, right? Because I've never really given any thought to how much money my wife makes, right? Like I'm saying, like going into our relationship, I was never like, oh, she has a bright future. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was naive, you know what I mean? Call me naive or whatever. Like I never thought about that. Maybe it's because my wife is she's the shit, you know what I'm saying? So I always just believed in her in general. Like she got the plan, you know? Like that's just my like idea about her all the time. I revere her in that way. You know, I just always knew that she was always going to be on her shit. I never thought that I would ever, you know, be like dragging her along or anything like that. You know what I mean? And that's just my personal experience. But like, I also never really gave much thought to like how much money my wife, you know, should make or could make or whatever. And then my wife started making like a lot of money. You know what I mean? A lot more money than she had ever made in our in her lifetime, ever. She made more money than my mom has ever made. She made more money than her dad has ever made. She made more money than her mom has ever made. She made more money than my dad has ever made. Like, we started to live a life collectively between us because we were making so much money that, you know, like as a couple, like we never thought that we would, you know what I mean? Like I won't say we never thought, we just never experienced that. And once I got, you know what I'm saying? Like once we got there, I was like, yeah, I never want to go back. I never want to go back. So now, you know, we have to maintain this lifestyle, like bare minimum. You know, there's like a lifestyle that I don't want to accept lower than that, you know, because I see all the freedom that it has afforded my family. I've seen what it does for my kids. Like my son just started a new school. He used to go to a Title I school, right? You know, a Title I school, like poor neighborhood, even though we were like middle class. But the school that he went to was a Title I school. And it wasn't even his home school. It's a long story. Anyways, and you can see the difference. Like he's at his school now. He calls his new school a VIP school. He's like, I feel like a VIP when I'm at school now. All his school is indoors. The facilities are brand new. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's like my child. He thrives in this environment. He loves it. He loves it. I want that life for my kids. I want that life for my wife. So there is a standard now that I'm like, I'm not going below that. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. I'm gonna make sure we maintain that shit. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. And I never thought about that shit before because again, we were poor. I was dirt poor my whole life. I grew up dirt poor. I grew up in poverty. My wife grew up in poverty. We didn't know. We didn't fucking know. But now we know. So yeah, if I were to be single again, I have no desire to go get a woman and like build her up and like wait for her to fuck that. If we ain't around the same level, I'm good. I don't care how pretty she is. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. All that connection, that shit is whatever. I can find it. That helps the connection. I don't understand how we live in a capitalist society and men are acting like money doesn't matter and it only matters to women. Like, are you fucking dumb? That doesn't make you a gold digger. You're just smart. We live in America, you fucking idiot. Like women are just smart. They understand money more than men do. Men are dumb. Men don't understand money. They don't understand finance. Like, it's hilarious. Like, you guys prove every day how much smarter women are, because if you're telling me that women are the only ones who care about money, that means men are fucking plumb dumb. You don't care about money. It doesn't mean you prioritize money overall. That's something completely different. But that money doesn't matter. It ain't in the top 3. You ain't considering money in this economy. You're not considering money in the top 3, how much money your partner makes. You're dating wrong. You're a dummy. The only time I'll give you a pass on that, you're 25 and under. You're 25 and under. Yeah, date who you want to date. That's when you could take a chance, and because it's all about potential at that time. There's no way you could have realized your potential at 23 years old. I get it. You fucking 35. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. You're 46. Get the fuck out of here, dude. If you don't make at least this much money, we not fucking with you. We are grown fucking adults. Men or women, y'all got it, man. Men got to stop playing that dumbass game, acting like women are the only ones that care about money. Y'all are stupid. That's why I respect brother in the blue shirt. And I know he said, "Oh yeah, I mean, we love is love is love." I know, I hear that, but he's obviously not intimidated by a woman that gets her own money. Period. Point fucking blank. And you shouldn't be either.